Once again. Once again.
Yo, what's up everyone? It's Brian, Ramen Adventures here with another Ramen Adventures here. Today, we are doing something a little bit different. Today is gonna be kind of a educational video, I guess. So my buddy Simon, who lives out in Mitaka, he has launched his own YouTube channel where he's teaching people, he's really getting into the details about it, where he's teaching people how to cook Chinese food. Interesting guy, my buddy Simon. He's an ex-pro skater in Japan. So my buddy Simon, he's an ex-pro skater in Japan. Really interesting. Currently, he is obsessed with Chinese food, Chinese medicine, and Chinese martial arts, I guess you could say. And he recently launched his own YouTube channel, Wok Drop. So I gotta get on the train. Let's drop it like it's walk. See you in Mitaka. But anyways, so my buddy Simon, he started this YouTube channel. He's been apprenticing at a Chinese restaurant here in Mitaka where he lives. And he's, for years now, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, but he's really learned a lot. And what he started doing was, he started doing these private cooking parties, not just here in Tokyo, but all over the world. He was doing them in New York, actually in China. And then the global pandemic hit. He's stuck in Japan, I'm stuck in Japan. No more traveling. So he started a YouTube channel where he's teaching people sort of basics about Chinese cooking. And I thought, of course he's doing some noodle dishes, dan dan mian and whatnot. But I noticed he was just using like regular packaged ramen noodles, Chinese noodles, to make some of these dishes. So I said, let me take you to a noodle factory. We'll make noodles using these professional Japanese noodle making machines. And then you, Mr. Simon Lockett, can cook a fabulous feast for me with said noodles. I think it'll be fun. We're here early, we're gonna meet up with him in a few minutes, but yeah, let's make some noodles, let's make some Chinese food, let's have a good time. This is my friend Simon Lockett. I've known the guy for over a decade. He's an interesting dude, to say the least. We're around the same age, and when I was in high school sitting at home playing Super Nintendo, he was out in Japan in the pro skateboarder scene. Originally from New Zealand, he found a deep love of Japan and Asia in general, so he made Tokyo his home. These days, he religiously studies Eastern martial arts, medicine, and cooking while running his business and taking care of his family. His newest hustle is Wok Drop, where he breaks down recipes and techniques related to traditional Chinese cooking. Before and after the travel restrictions, he's also doing pop-up cooking events around the world. Give his channel some love. Link is in the description. All right, here we are at Sanuki Menki. It's raining, so I'm not showing the outside. But yep, we're here. My brother Simon.
Hey, how you doing?
Yep, we're masked up, so you know, whatever. That's how you do things these days. But here we are. This is Sanuki Menki. This is their Tokyo office of a noodle making machine, noodle machine company. So
It's gonna be amazing.
welcome. This is a little test kitchen they got going here. Kitchen's back there. Noodle machines here. We're just gonna be making some noodles. So
We'll be making Chinese noodles today.
we're
First.
making Chinese noodles, and then later Simon's gonna use those noodles.
Yeah, to cook up some dishes.
Make me a feast.
Yeah.
Today we are making a standard noodle with a 33% hydration. These should be nice and chewy, perfect for the dishes Simon wants to prepare. Sanuki Menki makes all kinds of noodle machines, from separate mixers, rollers, and cutters, to all-in-one machines that can churn out 1,000 servings an hour. Prepare everything ahead, add your dry ingredients to the mixer, sprinkle the consui water mix in, and let it mix. The hardest part was getting the measurements down to the gram. This is precise work. Once the dough is mixed, we send it through the roller. We'll double it up on itself a few times to laminate the dough. This helps the gluten form long strands. These strands are what helps give great ramen its chewiness and elasticity. After that, we adjust the rollers little by little and run the noodle sheet through it to thin it out. This is where a chef can customize their noodles to the thickness they want. Finally, we install a cutting blade and run it through once more. The challenge is grabbing the noodles and folding them into neat little balls before the next batch is out a second or two later. Sure, their industrial machines do this for you, at the cost of a 2-bedroom condo in central Tokyo. These things are not cheap. Simon's noodles were on point after some practice. Mine, not so great. And that's it. We boxed them up and headed over to Simon's spot to cook. Speaking of cooking, Simon has the breakdown of these recipes over on his YouTube channel, Wok Drop. You want details? Head over there. You want some B-roll with some chill music in the background? Stick around here. Let's go! We made the noodles at the factory, and now it's time to taste what we made. Simon, what we got here?
We've got daswan dan dan. So
Daswan dan dan.
daswan is garlic.
garlic.
And then dan dan mian. Yeah, so it's basically
Yep.
like a dan dan mian, but it's focused on, and then just mix it, like stir it all.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so mix the whole thing, but twist it over.
Yep.
Twist it
Yep.
all from the
Don't
bottom.
worry, I know the deal.
There you go, yeah.
I'll get a better twist when I turn this camera off, but yeah.
Do you want me to hold it?
Nah, I'm okay. Okay. Yeah. So what's the seasoning in here?
Seasoning is a sweet soy sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like boiled down and brewed with like just a bunch of like traditional like Chinese medicine, herbs and spices in there. Yeah, just a bunch of like traditional like Chinese like herbs and spices. And it's boiled down, then mixed in with like fresh garlic. If you live in Japan, you should definitely use Japanese garlic.
We got the aomori garlic today.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, exactly. The best of the best. And yeah, well, the noodles are like self-explanatory because we made them for you today.
Yep.
So
All right.
Let's have a.
Itadakimasu. Yo, they're so good. Wow.
Yeah, that's a burner. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So good. Ooh. All right. Next. Number 2. We got the Shanghai style crab.
Yeah, crab noodles. Yeah.
Right? What's going on here?
So it's basically crab, XO sauce, like green Sichuan pepper, a little bit of soy sauce, spring onions, small spring onions, a little bit of love.
Right. Wow. I like that kick on the back. Yeah.
Behind it, yeah.
Ooh.
Got
Wow.
a little bit of an uppercut on it.
That 8-year aged
Yeah.
spice, right?
But it's not like it's like mellow. Do you know what I mean? Like it's warm.
It's great. Okay, well, we got a lot of noodles, so we made a third one.
Third one.
Simon made a third one, but
Tam tam mian.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
With the soup. So we've got black vinegar, and this one black vinegar, sesame paste, also like a Sichuan pepper, and then also we've got the green Sichuan pepper oil, which you boil down and you turn it into like an oil, which you just drip on it, which gives it like the not so much the ma from the mala.
It's got the fragrance.
But it gives you the fragrance.
Yeah.
And then you've got the actual like mala in there as well. Yeah. So this is what we're doing. Yeah.
Wow, this is no joke. All right, let's try this. Wow.
Yeah. But still light, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, but still like
It
you can.
is.
Yeah.
A lot of the Japanese ton mens, they tend to be like very flavorful, you know, and the soup is like really intense. But yeah, this is.
And by the way, the noodles came out amazing.
Yeah, right. The noodles are awesome. Yeah. All right. Yep. All you need for good noodles is a $50,000 noodle machine. That's all you need. And like
Two people that speak Japanese and one that speaks Chinese, and then someone who's studied for 9 years in the kitchen, and you're good.
done. Yeah, easy. Get on that. So actually, this wasn't just a collab between Ramen Adventures and Wok Drop. This was a triple collab between Ramen Adventures, Wok Drop, and the Twitch channel Tabetaicooking. What is Tabetaicooking? It is a live Twitch channel run by my buddy Graham, his wife Amanda, and they are cooking up quite often Japanese food, but they're making great food live on stream. So I actually streamed the whole visit to the noodle factory, And then I sent all of my stream viewers over to Tabetaicooking, where he made a kick-ass bowl of ramen using fresh noodles. So kind of a noodle collab. But anyways, give him some love, link in the description. It's a Twitch channel. Hey, and you might as well give my Twitch channel a follow too. Ramen Adventures on Twitch. Yeah, awesome job. I really enjoyed seeing what he made. And check him out. Now, let's go have a chat with Simon. Kanpai, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
Yo, thank you, man.
Kanpai.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Kanpai.
Cheers.
How do you see it as something more elevated than that?
Yeah, so I think like how I see it, like differently, is because like I've also spent 20 years studying like the internal Chinese martial arts,
Okay.
which are connected to like Chinese medicine and stuff like that. So I also have like I'm not a doctor, but I have like a basic like background knowledge of like what traditional Chinese medicine is. So when I first started to study, like when I studied to become a chef, the chef who taught me is also really interested in that aspect of the cooking as well.
I see.
So I think that right from the beginning, I sort of started to study it through that culinary approach, which is a bit different. And then,
Okay.
do you know what I mean? And then,
Yeah.
you know, obviously as well as like, you know, like we all, like what you would know and stuff is like, you know, like a lot of the, yes, it is getting better now, but probably back in our time when we were younger, a lot of the restaurants in the West that were like Chinese food, like not real,
Right.
not real Chinese food, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What my chef who taught me was also like very, very particular about doing things like the proper way, the traditional way, like hand making all your sauces, hand making all
Right.
et cetera, and explaining why you do that and what it's for and whatnot, you know.
What's some noodle dishes that maybe we didn't make it this time, but something that most people probably haven't heard of? That's like a noodle dish that maybe you can make in the future on your channel, or maybe next time we do some noodles.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Something that's just like,
yeah.
what? Never heard of that.
Well, there's a whole bunch of like pickled vegetable noodles that you can make.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of like you cook the noodles.
Yeah.
And then you quickly cool them, dry them, and then sort of like half cooked, and then you actually like stir fry them with pickled vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
I'll
it.
make it for you if you want.
Yeah.
Come over here. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think there's I would like to like some of the other ones as well. It's like some of the different versions of like Dan Ramyeon.
Yeah.
You know, like because there's some really interesting versions of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I had big plans in 2020 to head out to Sichuan and
Start checking them all out. Yeah.
start learning from people in the food world out there about it, but that didn't happen. But curious about.
There's so many different
Yeah,
versions.
sure
of
there
it.
is.
Yeah, there's so many
Right.
different versions. Some really, really interesting ones. Some of the more medicinal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which are like so like where you just have like basically a bowl of noodles, and it basically looks like nothing.
Yeah.
But like basically the broth has been cooked for like 2 weeks sometimes, you know.
Okay.
And you use like
Right.
almost more like a soba than a ramen noodle, and it's just like a kind of like like I'd like to sort of like
I see that in like Chinese movies.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
They're serving like the grandma some
Yeah,
like
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
soup,
exactly.
or The Last Emperor, man. There's
Yeah,
that
Last
scene
Emperor.
where he meets the
Oh, that's right,
Empress.
yeah, that's it.
She's like
yeah.
100 years old, and
Yeah.
they're serving her like this broth made
Broth,
from
yeah.
like the tortoise or something.
yeah.
And you're just like, what the heck is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some ideas. So
I got a ton of ideas.
medicinal.
Yeah.
Let's do a medicinal ramen thing,
okay.
and then
Yep.
I got some connects to weird meat out here. So
Oh, really? Okay.
we can
Oh,
source.
definitely. Let's do that. Yeah.
I found some cool videos of you on YouTube, old
So
footage,
back
man.
in the days.
Super fisheye lens, like
Yeah.
skating around, man. What's I mean, people are different everywhere you go, but is there like something about skaters and food? Like, how have you found like your skate friends take to all this Chinese food stuff?
Yeah. So I found like with skateboarding and food is that I actually think that that's one of the things that was a big difference between Japanese skaters and Western skaters. Like when I first moved out here.
Oh, interesting.
Because
Okay.
Japan's got such a deep food culture, right?
Right.
So like we, in New Zealand, for example, or when I was living in Australia or whatever, or in the States, when you go skate, everybody just like wake up like, oh, let's go skate, and people would go maybe grab a 6-pack and go skating. But in Japan, you always go and eat, and you'd always go and eat some like good food.
Yeah.
But I think like how that's changed now is I think that's grown in skate culture in general, not just like with Japanese skaters. So I think that like food and the importance of good food and the importance of like good nutrition and good energy and how much like that can affect like to your ability to skate, it has become more common knowledge. Yeah. So it's been sort of interesting to see over the years how when, for example, professional skateboarders would come to Japan on tour.
Yeah.
And all they want is like, okay, where's the nightclub? Where's the girls at, or whatever. How that culture has changed to where they arrive and they're like, oh, I want to eat this and I want to go here. I mean, a lot of that's to do with like internet culture as well, right?
Yeah.
But I think there definitely has been a shift in that. It's not, you know what I mean? Also think that generally speaking, like skateboarders are open-minded people, and open to trying new things. So when I cook for like all of my skateboarding friends, or professional skateboarding or just skateboarding friends, I always find them to be like really, really adventurous, and down to try like anything. I
can see that. Yeah.
Which is cool. Which is really cool.
Well, it's good for Asian cuisine because a lot of the stuff that's very normal out here, a lot of Westerners are like, yo, I'm not touching that.
I'm not going
Get
near
out
that.
of here.
Yeah.
Even like something like raw fish, right?
Yeah. Oh,
But,
man.
I can see skateboarders be like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah,
I'll do it, bro.
Yeah,
And they're like,
20
damn.
bucks. I find skateboarders like really good like that, like really sort of adventurous, really down to try new things.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, and really, so I think that's really cool. And definitely, I think like skateboarding used to have just that culture of just like yeah, fucking woo,
Right.
It still does have that in some ways, but it's a lot more refined than it used to be, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, all right, man. Well, Gochi Sama, thank you for the food, man.
Man, you're welcome.
Excellent.
Yeah, anytime. And let's do the medicinal soup one. Let's do that.
Let's do it, man. Let's make
okay.
some medicinal style. Yeah, and I hope people will check out all this. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. Cheers, bro.